Humanity's joke battleship destroys an entire alien fleet. HFY Hub score 7.5 out of 10. Okay, after staring at Excel sheets for 8 hours today, my boss Gary came over 3 times to ask if I used the new format for the data entry and I wanted to scream. That feeling, that frustration, that is exactly how the Galactic Union treats humanity in this story. They look at our ship, the Perseverance, and they laugh. They literally call it a toy. It's like when I tried to explain to Gary that his new format actually deletes half the data, and he just patted me on the shoulder like I was 5. But here's the thing, Captain Rachel Miles isn't having it. She doesn't argue, she just loads the cannons. The hook here is pure underestimated rage. It's seeing the big, fancy, arrogant aliens get punched in the nose by a species they thought was trash. The vibe is incredibly satisfying. You know when you're trying to fix a leaky faucet and it's been dripping for weeks and you finally wrench it tight and the silence is just beautiful? That's the emotional payoff when the Perseverance blows up the Union flagship. The silence after the explosion is golden. It reminds me of Patches. She was this feral calico in my parking garage who was terrified of everything. I sat there for weeks with a can of tuna just waiting. Everyone else shooed her away, called her a pest. But when a stray dog came sniffing around, she didn't run. She hissed and swiped and stood her ground. That's humanity in this story. We're small, we're scared, but you do not want to corner us. Rachel Miles and her crew are the ultimate underdogs, darting around massive dreadnoughts like gnats with shotguns. If you've ever been talked down to by someone with a fancy title but zero common sense, you need to read this. 1. Accessibility barrier, 10 out of 10. Super easy to get into. Big aliens are mean, humans are scrappy. You don't need a wiki to understand the stakes. It's pure action from start to finish. Number 2. Character cred, 8 out of 10. Captain Rachel Miles is the boss I wish I had. She's calm, decisive, and when the aliens threaten her, she just says, "Target the reactor." Ice cold, I love her. Number 3. Closure status, 9 out of 10. They win the battle and blow up the enemy capital. That is some serious closure. No cliffhangers here, just a galaxy realizing they messed up. Number 4. Dialogue drip, 7 out of 10. It's a little bit standard military action movie stuff. We won't fail, fire at will, but it works. It's not Shakespeare, but it gets the adrenaline pumping. Number 5. Endgame payoff, 10 out of 10. The moment they jump to the enemy capital system instead of just celebrating, that was nuts. It's like finishing your work early and then asking for more just to prove a point. Number 6. Found family factor, 6 out of 10. The crew is tight, but we don't get a ton of personal moments. They're a unit, a machine. You can tell they trust each other, though. Number 7. HFY video length, 1530 min. A solid chunk of time. Long enough to enjoy during lunch, short enough that I didn't get caught by Gary while listening at my desk. Number 8. Logic coagulation, 8 out of 10. Small ships beating big ships because they're faster is a classic trope. It makes enough sense here because the aliens are arrogant and slow. Number 9. Narrative gut punch, 7 out of 10. It's not sad, but the sheer disrespect the aliens show at the beginning made me physically angry. My coffee went cold because I was gripping the mug so hard. Number 10. Packing pulse, 9 out of 10. Starts with the mockery, moves to the battle, then the counterattack. It moves fast, no boring council meetings, just straight to the fireworks. Number 11. Possible sequel, yes. The galaxy is watching now. There are other empires and the Union is going to want revenge. I definitely listen to part 2. Number 12. POV perspective, 9 out of 10. I liked seeing the alien perspective, watching their arrogance turn to panic. It makes the human victory feel so much sweeter. Number 13. The human edge, 10 out of 10. Spite, pure, unadulterated spite. They laughed at us, so we burned their fleet. That is the most human thing ever. Number 14. The onion factor tearjerker score, 4 out of 10. I didn't cry, but I got that swelling feeling in my chest when the crew cheered. It's more heck yeah than boo-hoo. Number 15. Thematic resonance, 9 out of 10. Don't judge a book by its cover or a ship by its size. It's a classic lesson that the Galactic Union learned the hard way. Number 16. Trope remix score, 7 out of 10. It's the humans are the warriors trope played straight, nothing revolutionary but executed with style. Sometimes you just want a burger, not a remix of a burger. Number 17. Visual bang per buck, 9 out of 10. The image of the Perseverance dodging shots and weaving through the massive enemy fleet was awesome. I could see the explosions in my head. Number 18, wholesomeness out of cozy rating 3 out of 10. Not cozy, lots of things explode, but the crew standing together, that's a little wholesome. Number 19, world building vibe check 8 out of 10. The Galactic Union feels like every corporate merger ever, bloated and slow. The different alien species were cool, especially the transparent ones. Number 20, xenobiology integration 7 out of 10. We got reptilians, transparent guys, and multi-eyed dudes. Classic sci-fi lineup, I like the descriptions. HFY Hub score 7.5 out of 10. Hope to see you at the next HFY Hub review.